Good morning. The Committee of Parole is called to order. Today is March 6, 2023. Time is 8:30 a.m. The Committee of Parole is located at DOC headquarters in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. With the staff at headquarters, please introduce yourself.
Hi.
Thank you, staff. Our first location today is David Wade Correctional Center. And with the staff at David Wade, introduce yourself.
Anna Ralston.
Crystal Seymour,
Terry Wynn.
Colonel Malcolm.
Gordon Douglas to join us in a moment.
Thank you. We're ready for our first case. With the offender, please introduce yourself, give us your full name and your DOC number.
How y'all doing? My name is Leroy Bird, 608855.
Good morning, Mr. Bird. My name is Alvin Roche. I will be chairing the panel this morning. To my left is Ms. Pearl Wise. To my right is Mr. P. Freeman. Let me explain the process to you. I want to read some information into the record. Once that information is in the record, we'll conduct a parole interview with you. At the appropriate time, we'll allow Warden Goodwin and his staff to make remarks if they wish. We have a guest today, Ms. Cynthia Bird, and she would like to speak. We also have Adam Dozier, an employer, and he would like to speak. And at the end, before we vote, we'll allow you to make a statement on your behalf. You understand the process?
Yes, sir.
Also, with us by Zoom is the assistant DA from Jefferson Parish, is Randall Myers, and he would like to make a statement at the appropriate time. Do you understand the process, Mr. Bird?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bird, you're 32 years old, you're a second felony offender. Your DOC number is 608-855.
Yes, sir.
Your offenses are distribution of cocaine, and you were billed as an habitual offender. You were sentenced on August 14, 2014, and you received a 15-year sentence on both the one concurrent. Your total sentence is 15 years. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Your parole date was February 15, 2018. You're not eligible for good time, and your full term date is May 14, 2029. Is that information correct?
Yes, sir.
Warden Goodwin,
Good morning.
good morning.
Morning.
Would you put your name on the record, please?
Jerry Goodwin, Warden, David Wade Correctional Center.
Thank you, Warden Goodwin. Your case has been assigned to Mrs. Wise. Would you please answer Mrs. Wise's question?
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Okay.
Good. I am very worried about you. What do you need?
Come again?
I said, I'm very worried about you. What do you need to live a crime-free life?
First I need help.
And I know where I can help. What help do you need?
Like as far as like staying focused on the right track and just staying positive. I need positive energy around me. So I had reached out to this reentry program. It's called the First 72 Plus, and they're gonna help me get settled in life, help me achieve my GED, because I tried to take my GED 3 times and I failed, but I ain't giving up. I'm gonna keep trying. And
Are you enrolled in GED now?
no, ma'am, I'm on a backlog list.
Okay, so where did you try 3 times to get it? Where were you at?
I tried when I was staying in Memphis in
Okay,
2008.
okay,
I also tried in Angola twice, and I failed the test.
okay. Okay, I just wondered where you were, okay, because I didn't see no indication in the record that you'd been enrolled in the high set. That's why I wondered. Do you have a trade?
No, ma'am.
So if you go home today, how would you support your 2 children, aged 14? How would you support them?
Well, I have 2 friends of the family. One of them is present today, Adam Clover.
Uh-huh.
He's going to be help. He's giving me a job upon my release, and I have another friend of the family named Ronald Hogan. He's a supervisor at Energy. He told me that he'll be willing to get me on working on his crew. So I have a good support system of staying focused.
Okay, okay, okay. But you when you answer that question, you didn't tell me what you would be doing. You tell me what they got going on, what they are doing. That's how they're staying positive and how they're supporting their families. You didn't say I will be working at so and so, doing so and so.
Well, I'm sorry. Yes, I'll be working upon my release with Adam Clover at Caressing Detail, and I'm trying to get on at a second job at Energy too with a friend of the family.
Now you had indicated in your written request for parole that your dream job is to work offshore.
Yes, ma'am.
But you didn't say anything about how you plan on applying for offshore jobs. You hadn't done anything toward offshore, and that's your dream.
Yeah, because I was like, at the moment when I come home, I was going to be working with the family, and once I got situated, I was going to try to apply for my TWIC card and my ocean card to go offshore. But I just really had to just put my feet on the ground first and get started from somewhere. You hear me? I'm not going to try to tackle all these obstacles at once. So I was just going to take it a step at a time and get situated.
Okay. But if that's how you see it, but one thing, if that's how you see it, I'm gonna leave that there. Let's talk about your disciplinary. Now, the records I have show that you just got out of restrictive housing December 21st of 2022. Is that right?
What that day was, ma'am?
A few days before Christmas last year.
Yes, I think it was December 5th. I was in a working cell block.
When did you get out of restrictive housing?
I think that was December 5th. Yeah, December 5th.
Oh, okay, December 5th. And how long you have been there?
Since November 22nd, 2022.
Okay, so.
Not correct. Not 2022, Ms. Wise. He's been in restricted housing he's been in there for a significant period of time since he got to David Wade. Since his arrival at David Wade until December 5th, 2022, he was in restricted housing, and he came to us as a disciplinary transfer from either Angola or a Hunt, or maybe both. So I think Angola sent him to Hunt, and like a week later, Hunt sent him here, and it was for this.
Yeah. Okay. So what? Thank you so much, Ward. That clears that up. Thank you so much. You're 32 years old when you're a disciplinary problem. Well, what are you gonna do about that? They froze. They froze. Hello.
If we can hear you.
Okay, now, so what are you gonna do about your disciplinary? What are you gonna do about your disciplinary history?
I did a dramatic change. Like I really found myself and humbled myself, like far as my anger. That's why I took these self-helping programs that they had to offer, and I got my certificates for them.
Okay, what did you learn in the anger class? Tell me 3 things you learned in the anger class.
Well, the most important one is I realized that everybody deal with anger, but it all depends on how you react to the anger. It's like how you respond to it. So I just really completed that package on taking a look at my life and how my anger set me back and caused me the triggers that trigger my anger. And I just been working on how to respond to them in a positive way.
And when was your last write-up?
January 27th of, what was that? 2022.
1/27/2022. You keep that date in your head. You really need to keep that date in your head, because that's the beginning of a new life. That's the beginning of somebody that's trying to get out and stay out. And I do want to state for the record that all your prior supervisions were revoked. So you have a poor supervision history, and they were revoked due to new charges, continuing criminal activity. That's why I'm so concerned about you. And you got those kids looking at you.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, I'm just concerned that you're not going to be able to do what you need to do. And you, at age 22, you had a robbery in Tennessee. What were you doing? What was that about? Tell us briefly about that.
I was actually in a car when a robbery took place, so they charged me with simple robbery and after the fact, but being in a car, but I wasn't the one that really
So
did the robbery.
was it a store or was it a person? How did that go down?
The person who I was with, he snatched a woman purse and hopped in the car and pulled off.
Oh, he
So
was driving or you were driving?
I was driving. Well, he drove there. I drove leaving here.
So y'all switched drivers and let him get out and snatch the purse, and then you would have driven.
Yes, ma'am.
So you knew what he was doing.
Not necessarily, no, but I take full responsibility of pulling off. So
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So what grade did you drop out of school, and how old you were?
In ninth grade, I was 17.
You just had, why was that? Why did you drop out? Do you remember?
For behavior reasons, I kept that woman right there, Miss Cynthia Bird. I was driving her up the wall with coming back and forth to school fights, and it was just getting too out of hand. So she dropped me out because she couldn't take it, and I don't blame her because I didn't put her through a lot.
And you dropped her off where? What you mean? So you just stopped going to school? And what did you do then?
From then,
That's after 17.
yeah, from there, once I dropped out of school, I started hustling. I was selling drugs for the charge I'm on now, and it was
Now,
just
the charge you're on now is kind of, you had a robbery at 20. Dropped out of school at 17. You had a robbery at 22, and then you switched over to drug dealing before it's getting arrested in a way.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you proud of that life?
No, ma'am. Not at all. That's why I just been trying to reflect on my life, and yeah, I want to do better. That's why I came this far. I am now. Like I'm not satisfied. I also told my mama that before it's all said and done, like I ain't do nothing at all for her to be proud of me. So I got a plan. She's gonna be proud of me before it's all said and done. That's why I got my life together, and I got my kids, to take care of. So I'm changing. It's been a progress. I can't say I know my disciplinary record probably don't show it, but from the last year it shows it because I've been a year without a write-up. But I'm changing for the better. And before it's all done, like now, at first I ain't have no value on the things I was doing. So now, like everything I'm trying to accomplish, I put value on it. Like if I get this job, where do I see myself in 5 years? I know I can't give up, I can't stop working because the value behind it is like my mom, my kids. That's the things I value. So now I'm just focused on trying to leave something for my son. And at Hunts, I had started a nonprofit organization. I got it branded. I'm working on that right now. It's called Help Me, Help Us. And I just want to try to go grab the kids, I want to start from my neighborhood and grab the kids that's living like me and let them know that that's not the road to go down. But I know it starts with small steps, and I'm trying to take them. I'm trying. I had a rocky
I'm not
start.
so worried about you. I'm glad to hear what you had to say. I appreciate that. Thank you for talking to me. That's all I had. Warren, anything else you want to tell us?
No, ma'am, Mr. Parole, record speaks for itself, and I noticed, you know, he hadn't had a write-up since January 2022, which is, I mean, I guess when he makes his mind up to do it, he can do it, but prior to January 22, he had a horrible conduct record, but something happened in January, and he's been doing much better, so I know he can do it if he wants to, Ms. Parole.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Warren. That's all I had, Chair.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Byrd,
Yes, sir.
I enjoyed listening to you. It seems as though you have turned the corner. It really seems as if you turned the corner and you've got to make your brother proud. But for the record, I have to enter this because you've come a long way.
Yes, sir.
From 2016 to 2021, you've been in working cell block, extended lockdown, or some other form of segregated quarters 35 times. You realize that?
Yes, sir.
You had 15 write-ups in 2019, 15 write-ups in 2020, and you had 30 write-ups in 2021, and you had the one in 2022. Deplorable.
Yes, sir.
But it seems this morning from your interview that you have turned the corner, but you have to show us at least another year or two that you've turned the corner, take all the programs you can, and when you do get out, these jobs will be waiting on you, and you can become a productive member of society. You're only 32 years old. You're a young man. And when you do get out, you can get a good job, put into Social Security or retirement plan, and live a very normal life and retire a productive member of society. But that's left up to you. Nobody else can do that for you. Right now, can we hear from Ms. Cynthia Bird? Ms. Bird, would you please open your mic?
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Would you introduce yourself and give us your statement?
My name is Cynthia Bird. I'm Leroy's Bird mother. And I would just like to say, I don't want to cry. But this has been very hard for me. And I know that my son can do this. He's a good child. He just have very bad ADHD. And I have been going through this with him for so long. But once he set his mind to do something, he can do it. And I know, and God knows, that he will see fit for him to come home and take care of his kids. Because he loves his kids. He loves his family. And all he needs to do is stay on the straight and narrow. From this point on, I am so proud of him for everything he have accomplished since he been at David Wade. The other prisons where he was at, yes, He was getting into a lot. He was trying to survive. I even had to get the DA to get him moved from Angola because they was trying to kill my son in Angola because of some stuff they thought he was into and he was nowhere around it. But I pray and I ask God and I ask you all to just find it in your heart to just give him a chance. Because 15 years, that's a long time. And I really think that he have learned his lesson and he's ready to come home and do what he's supposed to do as a man and as a father. I love him with everything in me and I did everything I could for him. But I know with that ADHD, that took a toll of him and led him directly into the wrong direction. I thank y'all for listening to me. Okay?
Thank you, Ms. Bird, and I think your son has turned the corner, but he needs some additional programming.
Yes.
He needs time, so when he gets out, he will stay out.
Yes. Yes.
Mr. Adam Closure,
Clover.
Clover,
Yes.
Clover. Would like to make a statement?
Yes, sir, I would. Leroy is also my sister's baby dad. So, that's who his son is for my sister. So I've been knowing him for a little while, and I come from the same place. I was in prison, but I came home and I started me a business. I've been in business for like 5 years now. I own a house now, and I'm a big motivation to him. I'll be here every step of the way with him positively to help him out, to show him that you can do better once you come home. And I talk to him when he calls, so I tell him the same thing over the phone, so I'm here for him. I'm here for a role model, here to help him every step of the way financially, whatever I could talk to him to help him better. And I could recommend also, I was in Odyssey House, so I did like a lot of counseling when I got out. I took like different classes and different meetings, group meetings. Some of them was alcohol and and all that, but the things we was talking about helped us with life situations. So I could recommend all that for him, and I'll be right there with him, helping him out every step of the way.
Mr. Closure, the support you will provide him will be immensely important, and employment that you supply will help him to get a good start. Thank you, Mr. Closure.
Thank you.
At this time, we would like to hear from Mr. Randall Myers, Assistant DA from Jefferson Parish.
Good morning, Randy Meyer, Assistant DA in Jefferson Parish. At this time, we strongly oppose to Mr. Bird's release on parole. 2 reasons. One, disciplinary record is one of the worst disciplinary records I've seen in all the years I've been doing this. Extremely poor. He definitely needs to turn that around before before he would be considered for parole. The other thing is when he was sentenced in 2014, when he was 24 years old, so as many years after he had left school, he continued on that track of criminal activity. But when he was sentenced, the judge recommended that he take any self-help programs that were available, including substance abuse, education, and any other programs that were there. He's taken none. The record that I'm looking at has 0 programs that he's taken. I think he clearly needs substance abuse treatment. He clearly needs to continue working on his education. I'm glad to hear, I was happy to hear that he had been attempting to do that. Maybe a struggle for him, but he needs to continue trying to do that because education is so important. But there's other things that he can do if he's not able to get the GED that will help him out. And then, any other programs there that will assist him in his rehabilitation before he gets out. Because like I think Mr. Roche said, when he gets out, we don't want him coming back. We don't want to see him back in the criminal justice system. We need to give him tools, and he needs to work to get the tools that will help him to get out and stay out. At this time, we're opposed to his request for parole.
Mr. Bird, would you like to make a brief closing statement?
Yes, sir. Since I've been incarcerated and at David Wade, I have achieved 4 certificates and some classes that I took. This one being victim awareness, anger management, another victim awareness, and risk management. So I don't know why my file ain't showing that I have any on file, but I have been being very productive. And I like to say, like, coming to David Wade, when I got through to the doors, I asked for help and I asked them to give me a chance, and they did that. They did that. And since they gave me a chance, I didn't let them down yet. I haven't been in trouble since. So I just need for y'all to just give me a chance. I'm ready. I'm more than ready. And my sons, I left my son, he was 1. He made 10 on Saturday. And he was my wake-up call. Like, I never had a father, and I was trying to I don't know what I was trying not to break the cycle that to give my son a father, but at the same time I was following the same footsteps as my daddy did, but not being there for him. But now that I got it, I got it, and I'm like I'm so jacked in. It's like I'm still gonna be asking for help. Like, I'm not gonna try to do this on my own, because I need the help, man. It's all about just taking a chance with me. Excuse me. But that's why I reached out to my brother-in-law, to my other friend in the family, Robert, to the first reentry program in New Orleans, First 72, because I want the help, and if they willing to give me the help, I'm not gonna let anybody down. Like, I'm done with that part of my life. That phase is over with. Like, I done matured up. I done humbled myself. I done left certain things alone. I'm drug free. I'm focused. I'm focusing, and it don't matter if y'all give me parole today or next year. This what y'all gonna get, because I'm focused now. I'm ready. But I just ask for y'all just to reconsider and just give me a chance so I can show you. I've been 4 for 4. You hear me? I've been 4 for 4. I've been knocking it down. It's up to y'all to give me the help. Like, y'all can help me. Like, I don't see why I should be incarcerated any longer to prove that I can do right. Like, I need to prove that out there, like, to my son. Like, this way it counts at. So I just ask y'all, can y'all just please give me a chance? I got help. The first 42 plus, they said they'll be willing to help me, but by being so short notice, they wouldn't be able to house me, but they'll be willing to help me every step of the way for achieving my GED.
Mr. Bird, let's close your statement.
But that's all. I just need a chance, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Bird. Is the panel ready to vote?
Yes, I'm ready.
Ms. Wise.
Well, Mr. Bird, I can say when I read your information and I was worried about you, I can say now I'm not worried about you. I do know that you think you're ready, but trust the wisdom of this board. You're not ready. 4 certificates is wonderful, but there are a lot of programs. You need substance abuse treatment, you need a trade, and you need your high set. Now it's the time to settle down and quit and do it. I know you feel like, oh, I can show it outside. No, show it inside. Be who you say you're going to be now. Every day, every morning you wake up, every hour, be that person now. And I urge you to reapply when you're eligible for a hearing with no write-ups and continuing programs. You like you said, you're in the best place for you. David Wade is the best place for you. They can let you have programs and trades, take advantage of it all. But my vote is denied today because of the need for more programs. And your history just kind of catches up with you. Best wishes to you, sir.
Mr. Freeman?
Mr. Bird, I agree with Ms. Wise, but I can tell you, if you can make it another year without a write-up and give me a substance abuse class, living in balance or something like that, my vote will be different next time. But you just gotta prove it to me, okay?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Byrd, I agree with my colleagues. I think you turned the corner, you're on the right track, you're in the right place. Warden Goodwin and his staff will assist you, take as many programs, get in the GED programs. And do your best. When you're eligible to reapply. And I'm almost sure if everything is where it is now, things will be different next time. I too will vote to deny based on your genuine disciplinary conduct and your poor supervision history. You received 3 votes to deny. Your request for early release has been denied. Have a good day.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Roche.